Welcome back to another video. Michael Pad here. And as you can see, we have our TRX-4 sport body. And we're going to be doing some minor modifications, all appearance today. Here I have a can of Plasti Dip by Rust-Oleum. They call it their Flexi Dip. Basically this is a peel coat, so if you put it on you don't like it, you can peel it off. But what we're going to be doing is right here, if you see this black is actually just a sticker. And as you can see, I just scratched it. I don't really like that, so we're going to be replacing it with Plasti Dip, which I think will be a better solution. And I also have red as well, so maybe some red accents. But first things first, we got to take all these stickers off, so let's get to that. So she's all taped up. And then to prevent any spills or anything like that, because that's not going to be enough, we got some newspaper here. And we're simply going to cover everything in newspaper. Boom, we're good to paint. So we'll start like that, and we'll do the inside. Boom. I'll let that sit for a second. I'm gonna rinse and repeat on the same thing. Boom, that side looks pretty good for a first coat. This side's already dripping, so. Let's do its thing. It's gonna drip, it's gonna run, that's a given. But honestly, we just let it sit, let it dry, and rinse and repeat. So I'm gonna let that dry for a bit, and I'll be back to do another coat. So it's a couple hours later. We went to get food. When we came back, I did another coat, and then we ate, and now I'm back out here. I didn't record the second coat, but it was the same idea as the first one. They all turned out really nice so far. We won't really know. Ooh, okay. So we'll have to crack that later. Actually, I'll do it now. Get it over with. We honestly won't know until I take the tape off, but like that's a clean one. This one's also really clean. And if we go to this side, the back one, just as clean. But if you remember, the front one had some stuff on it that I did not remove, and you probably won't be able to even tell. Oh yeah, you can. So as you can see there, a little bit of, bubbling and stuff like that. Nothing crazy. Welcome back. Now it's the morning, currently 7:35, and this thing has dried overnight. And let's check it out. I'll take the body, just like this. And we're simply gonna take my knife and we're gonna cut just like that. It's gonna kind of be hard to do on camera, but let's try our best here. Because when we take that tape off, I'm not too impressed in how it came out. I feel like there's ways I could fix it. And I think what we're gonna do is I'm gonna get a Sharpie at work. Like that one's not too bad. That one's pretty clean. For my first time trying to paint an RC body, especially that small of an area, I think I did pretty well. You live and you learn, and honestly I learned a lot of good things doing this. So next time I'm going to leave a little bit of extra room and I'm going to cut around the fender well. Because I'm using Plasti Dip, I have that option. But I also feel like if I didn't use Plasti Dip, it would have came out nicer. But like you saw and like I said, when you peel the tape off, it just rips the Plasti Dip with it. But this one you can see I kind of cut when I took it off, and it came out with a really clean line. But if we flip it to the other side, like, that's mangled. So as a temporary fix, we're going to get a Sharpie and I'm going to color in those spots and see how that goes. But even if I paint it again, I think I'm going to go with a paintbrush because it'll be a lot easier to get those details. So on my lunch break, I sprayed some Plasti Dip just into that container. I grabbed a paintbrush and I went over as best as I could just to clean up those lines. So that's what you're seeing now. And honestly, I think it looks a lot better. It's still not perfect, but it is what it is. Just finished dinner and we finished the project. We did it in a few different sessions, you know, in the morning, last night, and then when I got home from work. The final product came out all right, and it was a lot better than I expected. It was my first time doing it, so I wasn't expecting perfection, but I did learn a lot. So next time we're gonna try a few different things. Like I should have definitely pulled the tape when it was wet, and I definitely should have used the brush originally, but I just wasn't thinking. It is what it is, you live and you learn, and I'm sure in a couple weeks this is gonna be all damaged up and it's gonna be time to recoat it. And when it is time, then we'll try the new techniques I've researched and the new techniques I learned while doing it. Because that's life, you live and you learn. But I'm overall happy with the outcome. It looks a lot better than the stickers. There's no like sticker lines where they're joining. There's a little bit of excess on the body, but that's life. And honestly, you can't really even tell when you're driving the truck and you're in the trails. So I'm overall really happy with how it turned out. And if you guys enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more, and if you want to see more and you want to know when I post, hit that bell notification by the subscribe button. I'm going to be posting every other day like I have been, so stay tuned for the next video. I think we're going to be doing an E-Revo 2.0 versus the Armour Creighton next, and that will be really fun. I do plan to upgrade this guy soon, nothing crazy. I'm just going to slowly, maybe every once a month, put a new part on and go from there. But next is definitely performance, so we're going to add some weight to this guy. And I'm already thinking of swapping out this 550 Titan for something a little bit beefier. So if you have any ideas, let me know in the comments. I'd be happy to hear them. And as always, I'm Michael Payette. You have a good morning, a good afternoon, and a good evening. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.